It is a story that has made headlines across the state and the country. On Tuesday, authorities in Genesee County rescued 61 dogs and 3 cats from a home in Flint Township. They were living in just filthy conditions there. Sadly, 26 dogs were found dead there in the property along with the cat. ABC 12 News spoke with the owner of this home yesterday. He claims he was doing his best to take care of these animals but needed more help. You can see our coverage on our website. But in the meantime, Genesee County Animal Control answered that call to help with those surviving animals. And joining us in studio this morning, we welcome Hannah Peterson from Genesee County Animal Care and Control. Listen, animal abuse in any case is horrific, but even as someone who has been reporting on this situation, I'm even having trouble wrapping my mind around the scope of this situation. Bring us up to speed. I mean, you took in these animals. Where are you at right now?
Yeah, it's been very overwhelming, to say the least. It's been very emotional for all of us. It's one of those things that's hard not to feel the weight of how heavy the situation is. And, we're angry and we're sad. We're very upset, but we are thankful that we were able to save 64 animals, get them out of that situation, bring them to the shelter where they're safe and cared for. And we're hanging in there. We're taking things day by day. All of them are, like I said, they're safe. And at the shelter, we did have enough room to make sure we had, the space for each and every one of those animals. But we definitely have a full house now. Well,
I mean, listen, this is your line of work, helping animals in need. But, you told me that you did respond to this scene. If you don't mind, kind of give us an idea, since you were there in person. I mean, like I said, it's hard to even fathom a scenario like this. Yeah,
I was there. It was my first time physically being present for a situation like this, and it was tough. It's honestly kind of hard to find the words a little bit, just because it was so disturbing and horrific. All of these photos I actually took. So you can kind of see I was on the opposite end of these photos, but it was very overwhelming. I mean, all of us were wearing double masks. It was still really difficult to breathe, honestly, just because the air quality was so hazardous from the ammonia and the filth. But yeah, it was very overwhelming. It was heartbreaking, and I will definitely have the image of those dogs' face burn into my brain forever.
Well, I'm sure, and I know so many people want to know the answer to why. I'm sure that we'll get to that later, but talk about the focus on these animals right now and the enormous response from the community.
Yeah, the response has been amazing. I have truly never seen anything like it. Our community always steps up and supports, our shelter and the animals, but this was really special, and it was just so overwhelming, and we can't say thank you enough to everybody who's donated, whether it was supplies or monetarily. It's been so incredible. So truly, I mean, thank you really doesn't cut it by any means for us, but thank you all so much.
What's your top need right now, by the way? Because you did get a lot of response.
Yes.
I think we reported this morning you're good on food for now. What do you need right now?
I would say if anybody is just interested in helping as far as volunteering or fostering, there's definitely a huge need right now, especially. I mean, there's always a need. So anytime that you feel like you want to get involved, reach out. We have so many different areas that you can get involved with us and help, and you will definitely be making a huge difference. Yeah,
there's a QR code that you can actually scan right now to lead you in the right direction to help out Genesee County Animal Control, because, again, I can't imagine taking in this amount of animals here. And then finally, too, you have an adoption event coming up Saturday, right? Tell us about that, just to make more room in the shelter.
Yes, exactly. We are just so full. We want to keep our animal movement going. Dogs and cats, both. We definitely need to find some great homes for these animals, get them out of the shelter, so that way we can continue to serve our community in the ways that we need to, and keep taking in strays and animals that are in emergent situations.
Yeah, you see that there, 10 a.m. It starts. And then just quickly, what's the prognosis or the outlook for these animals that you did rescue?
Yeah, most of them are, I will say, okay. I won't say that they're in amazing shape. They were definitely living in horrific conditions, so that will absolutely play a part in their overall health. One of the animals was actually in very, very poor condition, alive, but didn't ultimately make it at the shelter. And then of course the 27 that were found deceased, seeing that was just absolutely heartbreaking. But most of them we think are going to make it. We're just lucky to have them.
Well, listen, we thank you for your hard work and all that you're doing to care for these animals, and we're thinking of you too right now, so we appreciate it. There's the information on your screen, again, to get in touch with Genesee County Animal Control. Again, just an incredibly sad scenario here, but you're doing that hard work to make the best of it. Thank you again for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much for spreading awareness about this.